Hey guys, Dusty here. It's been a little over a week since I've added my Stryd running pod onto all of my shoes while I run. And I wanted to make this video. This isn't a full review of the Stryd running pod or anything, but I wanted to more or less start a conversation maybe down below in the comments about some of you that run with power and how you use it. And I just kind of wanted to talk things out about why I got it and maybe how I'll use it in the future. So first of all, a Stryd running pod and running with power is not new at all. It's been around for quite a few years, I believe. And I've been very hesitant to jump on the training with power train. So don't get me wrong, I love training with power, but more so on the bike. I believe power meters on the bike is a huge reason why overall triathlon times and amateur cyclists have gotten so much faster in recent years, is because a lot more of them are training with power, whether it be a power meter on their bike or a smart trainer at home. People are hopping on Zwift, and training with power, aka watts, is hands down in cycling the best training metric that you can use. Then we started getting some technology like this running pod that said it would measure power, and I was really hesitant to believe that it could be accurate at all, especially for someone like me. I'm going to be switching my shoes all the time. They have different stack heights, different durometers of foam. I run on different surfaces. I just thought there was no way having a little pod like this on the top of your shoe could be accurate even in the least. Well, fast forward to about a month ago, and I was running with someone, and a lot of people that I know or train with have started using power on the run, and they really enjoy it. So I decided to give it a shot. I ordered my Stryd pod. I've been running with it for, I think, a little over a week. I probably have almost 100 miles worth of data on my Stryd pod. And first of all, I gotta say it's been very accurate. But now, to be totally honest, I'm not entirely sure how I want to use the data that this Stryd pod is giving me going forward. I think for the most part it's going to be just used kind of as a post-run analysis. It can just be another data point to make sure everything is going smoothly and I'm on the right track. But as far as during the run itself, I don't think I'm actually going to be looking at my power output that often. And I feel like I'm going to do this for a couple of reasons. First of all, almost all of, like 80% of my running is done at an easy pace, and I like doing that based on heart rate. You could argue training with power is just as accurate, if not even more accurate, when it comes to staying in an easy zone. But for whatever reason, I just feel like running is more of a feel-based sport, especially versus cycling. And when it comes to easy runs, I just like going off my heart rate. And then on the flip side of the coin, when it's time to go fast, I like going off my set paces for myself. So if I want to run a 1:08 half marathon, I know what that pace is and I'm going to stick to it. Now there is one example I can think of. Let's say I'm running in a half marathon and it's a hilly half marathon. There's lots of up, there's lots of down. Obviously, if I'm going up for a long time and I look down at my watch, I'm not going to be running that 1:08 pace, and that's because I'm running uphill. However, if I know kind of what my 1:08 half marathon power should be, then I can look down at my watch when I'm running up that hill, and it'll just give me peace of mind. Like, yes, you're running slow because you're running uphill, but I'm running at the right power. So I think in that specific example on race day for myself, that could be a good time when to use the power meter. But honestly, overall, I think it's just going to be a data point that I use post-run in combo with my paces and heart rate, just to, like I already mentioned, make sure everything's on an uptrend. So anyways, as far as the Stryd pod goes specifically, there's way more to get into. I'll go over a full review probably once I put like 1,000 miles on this thing. And in the meantime, I want to do an experiment where I go to the track and I hold the same paces, and maybe I'll put the Stryd pod on like 10 different shoes and run 10 by 1K, all at say 4 minutes a kilometer, and just see if the power is close from shoe to shoe. And also to see, maybe I'll use a big, heavier shoe like the Nike Invincible, run a 1K, see what my power is, and then maybe I'll use a really lightweight shoe like the Vaporfly carbon plated race day shoe, run the same pace, and hopefully the times are the same, but the power will be much lower with the race day shoe. So anyways, I'm curious, do you run with power? Do you love it? How do you use it? I'm really curious, so leave your comments down below and let's get a conversation going. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.